I thought today we got some productive work. Normal third down day. Got some 2-minute work. Still pushing speed against each other, trying to continue to build and be more consistent and implementing our fundamentals and techniques that we have. I thought there was some good things that showed up, and there's some lapses at times that we got to get better, and you'll just continue to push for our consistency. I want every play to look and to work to execute to the standard that we operate. And it was like I said, I thought we did it for majority practice, but there's still play here, play there, and like I told the team, I mean, those plays that if you miss out on, those can be remembered in a really bad way, and we learn from the experiences we had and continue to push to be better.
How's Vandravius come along?
Good. I mean, he's obviously a true freshman, still learning a lot of things and a lot of areas, but he's very talented. I mean, I'm excited about what he brings to our program. Over these last few weeks with guys that have been down, he's really got thrust into the role of having to prepare. So whether it's this week, next week, whenever it might be, if his number gets called, he's got to be ready to go out there and perform. But I'm seeing some positive steps, and I think he's had a good week this week.
Has it been beneficial to Darian to get consistent
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think we've all seen the flashes of what Darian could be, but as he's been a better way to been healthy, you see. I mean, I think he's got a great upside and ceiling. I mean, he can be a special player, and I think he's more confident. I think he's continuing to build upon that. He's done wonderful things for us this year. In his special teams, and obviously he's caught some big passes and things like that. But he's going to continue to ascend, and we're expecting him to really make an impact.
Do you coordinate the weather for you this weekend? It's a challenge for cold weather.
I mean, it'll distract you if you allow it to distract you. And today, it was good. It was chilly here for Tallahassee, but it was still about how you're going to go and get the work done. And so, probably affected the media more than anybody else.
When you have the scouts showing up, last year you guys had one player drafted. Is that a sign that Florida State's back where it needs to be at?
With what?
The scouts showing up, NFL scouts coming and watching practices and watching players.
Yeah, I mean, they showed up. I mean, when you're at Florida State, you're going to have guys here all the time. And we had scouts here, I think, just about every day last year. We had guys that could have been drafted high that just chose to come back. And, we got a great group, and we're going to continue to have those caliber of guys that that scouts want to see, they want to evaluate, get a sense of. And, I'm definitely grateful for them showing up and seeing our guys.
A lot of offenses don't play as well on the road as they do at home. So put up 500 yards last week and score 41 points away from home. Like, what was the key to that? And what do you guys do?
It's just you go play the game. You don't get caught up in all the all the circumstances and situations you might find yourself in. You be true to you. You be true to your training. You obviously we try to prepare. When we are at practice to make it uncomfortable, to be difficult, because that's what you're going to face on the road. You don't there's a lot of varying factors and that could tie into it. But as long as you stay focused on what you can control, you go out there and be able to execute, be able to communicate, and that's usually one of the toughest things, is just the communication. Then you put yourself in a good position. I thought our guys did a great job of that a week ago, and obviously one of the challenges that are here ahead for this week.
How's Destin progressing for you guys?
Good. Yeah, I mean, he's looked good the last couple of days. I'm expecting him, to be able to make an impact wherever how much of that is. We'll see as we get closer. Same thing with the other guys. It's like you go through a week, and sometimes guys progress faster early in a week, and then we've seen some guys that ramped up there as we get a little closer. So they're pushing hard, doing a great job in trying to take care of their bodies and getting the work that's necessary. My advice: watch the games, understanding of how teams play. What the I think talent does have a part of it when you're trying to pick what are the best 4 teams to do it. But then it's also how do you execute that? What are you playing against? And then what does that look like in the grand scheme of comparing yourself to or comparing those teams to all others that are out there. So I think I'll do a good job.
When you talk about communication on the road, was it better at Wake than it was maybe in your earlier road trips, or has it been good?
Well, I mean,
particularly about the offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, I still think, Clemson. Let's take the Clemson game. That was probably the loudest environment we've been in. We didn't have a false start or procedure penalty, so that was a positive thing in that game. That you said, all right, our guys trained and prepared for this moment in this situation to be able to communicate in that. Played a really good defense, and there were some elements of it that there's sometimes some things on the road that you won't necessarily do that sometimes you'll do at home just because of the details in the execution of whether just a lot of different factors. So I think our guys have handled the road well, but obviously this week will present its own challenges, and we got to communicate well. And I think we're a better football team now than what we were, and that's part of growth. So we'll see this week.
All right, you're good.
Thank you guys.